Today is Friday. It's Tom and Russell, and this is going to be the cringiest video you've ever seen from the Nissan Parts crew.
Yes.
At least we're going to try to make it cringy. Obviously. That's why we're here, guys. So. All right. So 180SX Kouki Front Bumpers. I think this is probably the third time we've done a video on these, but
I think this is my first.
This is your first.
Feel like it, yeah.
I feel like we've covered it a couple of times, but I think this one's going to be by far, this is going to be a 10% better video over those.
10% or 15% better?
15. Let's go 15.
Let's go let's pull out all the stops.
15. So, if you got an S13, keeping the pop-ups, Kouki front end's the way to go, obviously. If you got, a proper pig nose, whatever, cool. That's fine, but the Kouki front bumper is the best one, by far. What do you think about the S13 bumpers? Do you like...
I kind of like the pig nose,
Yeah.
just because it's like, you don't see it as often.
Not anymore. Yeah.
Right.
They switched it.
Like when the crowds are going, oh, this is the best thing, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
How can it be the best thing if that many people like it? I'm going to find something else that no one likes.
Yeah.
So, in my mind, that's the best thing.
No, I like all the bumpers on the S13. I think the Kouki front bumper is just, I don't know. It's just something. I think it's mostly the lights.
Yeah. Yeah, I
The
agree.
lights are cool.
The turn signal and those bumpers,
Yeah.
I mean, that makes it. I mean,
does.
to me, that's worth the price of admission, because if there's anything in that kit that looks like it was designed in Italy, to me, it's that turn signal.
Yeah, they're super cool. But if you're looking to swap over your car to the Kouki Front Bumper Kit, then obviously we have a kit with everything that you need included. There are a few brackets and trim pieces that mounted that bumper that aren't available anymore, but everything that is available is in our kit, and it's really the essentials of what you need to do it anyway. Running down this list, so obviously we talked about the bumper lights and how nice they were. So you've got the clear rectangular shaped lights that are in the middle of the bumper. And those aren't like a crystal clear. They've got like a really nice sort of almost a barely tinted look to them. I love that. Every time I look at those lights, I really like them. They're simple. They're not, loud and proud and bright, and they just look good.
Yeah, they're subtle.
And then the turn signals, obviously, that you just mentioned are creme de creme.
Yes.
I agree with you on that. That is like one of the best lights. I don't know if I've ever looked at a car and been like, man, those are some nice looking turn signals.
I know. No, it's funny. It's weird how cool they are.
Yeah, they really are. And just so you guys know, back in the day when 97, 98, that amber lamp, you could actually buy it separate from the turn signal, the grill, the surround piece that it mounts into.
Really?
And now it's obviously all one piece, and if you're doing the conversion, you need it anyway. But yeah, that light just like turns and snaps in there.
That's cool.
Yeah. So side extensions and side extension brackets.
Side extensions are a nice part too. They show up and they're glossy black. Like
They are painted the factory Nissan black.
I see.
They are color coded.
Okay.
So those were made to kind of tie in with the lip and the side extensions and all that stuff. I know the side skirts used to come painted black. I can't remember on the rear valances and spoilers and all that stuff how they came. But yeah, that is a factory Nissan black. So if you have a black car, then you're you're gonna have to get the bumper painted, but yeah, you're gonna have good Nissan paint. But the side extension brackets as well. Now, some of you guys might receive your side extensions with the little white tabs popped out of them. They do pop out sometimes, and usually they'll pop right back in. So don't be too alarmed.
Yeah, don't just go tearing into the bag because they'll fly off somewhere, and you'll be like, oh man, what's going on here?
Yeah. The upper retainer and upper retainer bracket. Did you look at those mounted on that bumper I had sitting out there?
I did not.
Okay, so you've got the upper retainer bracket that mounts up underneath the bumper. Now there is a foam piece across the front of that. People sometimes contact us saying it got a little messed up. That piece just goes under the bumper to keep it insulated, so it's not a cosmetic piece. So please don't bug us too much about that. If one's tore up, well, obviously we're not going to send it to you. And then you've got the retainer that goes across the top of that. Now, hopefully in these shots you can see, if you look at where the hood gap is between the hood and the bumper, that retainer has a seal notched across it. And if you'll notice, your buddy who didn't buy all the right parts for his bumper swap, he's got a gap that looks like, why is this gap here? But yeah, you had, one of your tips on these bumper kits had to do with the pigtails.
Yeah, so I do, I do get a lot of people asking about, certain things with these kits when they arrive. They say, hey, I can't plug in these lights. The pigtails don't match up, and that's because the JDM pigtails are completely different.
Right.
So we have these pigtails available. I think we've talked about this before. You do have to cut.
Yes. So you cut
off.
So you cut off your US, or if you got a non-Kouki front end, you cut off the socket. So cut it close to the end, and then you basically splice in this, and then you have a good factory plug going into the lamp.
Right.
That way you don't have to worry about, your connection, corrosion, things like that down the line, and just make sure you get those things installed properly.
Right.
If you don't know how to do electrical stuff.
And the pigtails are separate. They're
Yeah.
not part of the kit. They are separate.
Yeah.
Russell told me earlier that we used to include them as part of this kit, but there was people that said they didn't want them, and it was just a big hassle to take that off. So now they're available separate.
Yeah, so just head to the description of the video, and there'll be links to the whole section for all this stuff. A tip that I had on this, and I just discovered this. I told Tom we've been selling these kits for probably 13 years, and I never knew this. So the bumper does come with some hardware, and I've never looked at it. But the nuts that hold that retainer on and that bracket are actually in that kit. And then there's some bolts for the extensions to mount to the bumper, and then also some clips that look like they go around in different locations. Now, it is not 100% of the bumper hardware, because there are other components that Nissan might not consider mounting the bumper. So be aware of that. But they do come with some hardware.
Yeah. Other questions people have, they'll mention, hey, these tabs are folded. They're straight. They're folded the wrong way. Those are designed to be folded into the correct position to secure it. If you live in a place where it's super cold, you might want to warm it up before you start bending that tab. And then also there's been comments about, hey, this bumper showed up and there's a lot of like sanding marks on it and scuffs. Well, that happens at the factory. They try to take out all the minor imperfections that show up when they make those plastic bumpers, and they just sand them off, scuff them up.
Yeah, the whole intention behind the bumper, it comes unpainted, so Nissan considers that a body part. It's going to go to a body person who's going to prep it, paint it, do all the stuff they do to make it look good. And I don't know of any painter who is just going to paint a bumper.
Right.
They want it to look good. They wanted the end product to be their product, so they're gonna do something to it before they paint it.
The number one question or concern, though, is the upper retainer, the metal bracket. Nissan makes those. They store them. They ship them to us with zero packaging, and they come stacked one on top of the other. So it's got this thin dusting of black paint, and 99.9% of the time they show up, they're going to have scratches.
Yeah.
There may be little dings. Nissan doesn't care. They don't even come in a bag. They're just stacked. And Nissan doesn't care because they figure that part's hidden. Nobody's going to see it. It's going to get painted anyway. They don't care about putting it in a baggie to protect it.
Yeah.
So you're going to get one. You will find scratches. You might find a ding or two. It's normal. They're all like that. We can't do anything about it.
Yeah, we're not going to send you one that's trashed.
Right.
But minor imperfections, if there's something looks like it's pressed into the foam on this little seal piece or insulator piece, and it's kind of creased or something, like that kind of stuff. I hate to say it, but you kind of got to overlook it, because you're gonna bury that thing under the bumper. You're not even gonna think about it.
Right.
After you're done with it.
Or maybe you will. but that's the way it is.
Yeah. Weekly giveaway this week. Make sure you hop in the comments. Let us know if you got some bumper tips for guys who have never done it, because believe me, so many people come to us who have never done anything with S13, and we want to get all that info out there to help you guys as much as possible. So I know there's a lot of guys that watch us that have done probably, you know, half a dozen of these kits on different cars over the years, and I love that because y'all probably know more than we do.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah. So get in the comments and tell us about it. This week's giveaway is a long-time follower, long-time commenter. This shows you that if you comment enough, you will eventually win. Michael Sudo, you are the weekly winner, and I don't even need to tell you what you can get. You already know. You've watched every video we've put out. Flag.
What about the people watching that don't know? It's the first video.
We can tell them. We can tell them.
Okay.
You see the flag? You can win the flag. Not this one, but I mean, if you want this one, we'll send it to you. Gaming mouse pad. It's this thing here. Mouse pad T-shirt.
You know what I would get?
What?
The beanie. The pom-pom beanie.
Right now, for
Red
sure.
and blue, because it's getting cold.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you're in San Diego, and then maybe it's not cold.
Right.
Or Dallas, Texas, or Miami, Florida.
Something like that.
But the rest of us we're freezing. So there's that. Michael Sudo, just reach out to us. We'll get you taken care of.
Michael's comments so much that I feel like he's won before.
I went
We
back.
mentioned his name
I
a
went
lot.
back through all my cards because I thought so, and I was like, we've never said you can't win twice, so I was going to give it to him, but I was interested. Right. I was like, I'm wondering, he was not on there, so if he did, it was a really long time ago.
See, persistence pays off.
Yeah, if you've won before, Michael, tell us in the comments. We want to know, and that'll be your comment for the week again.
There you go.
Yeah, you can have all the Nissan parts merch. Should we do a 10% off code this week?
Yeah, we should do 10% off.
10?
Why change it up?
We should do 15.
15%?
15%. These guys are watching the video and they're like, man, I got to get a bumper kit, but I need to save a little bit more.
Can I just say that you guys need to consider this your Black Friday sale then? 15% off makes my job so much harder with all the math I got to do.
So much math. So for 2 days, we'll only do it
All
for
right,
2
2
days.
days, awesome.
2 days, you can save 15% off anything on the website unless it says you can't use a promo code with it. Promo code is going to be FLASH.
Flash.
Simple. It's flash sale. Flash, FLASH is going to be your 15% off coupon code.
Only for 2 days.
2 days.
15%, 2 days only, from Friday.
Friday night until Sunday at midnight.
Okay, so get on it.
You really get like 2.25 days.
Please do not send me a message saying the discount code did not work on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Please.
There will be zero pity.
I'll tell you, okay, well, here's a 10% one.
Yeah. So get in the comments, enter the weekly giveaway, and we do this every week, but I have to because if we don't, then people are going to be mad at us. Go back to Wednesday's video. We're doing a contest over there. If you got a clever name for the Wednesday series for the trucks, we're trying to come up with a catchy name. There's some good ones, so go read the comments. If you don't have one, just like the one that you do like, and that person might win a Tom vest. We're gonna call it the Tommy, the Tom vest. All right, guys, have a good weekend. Enjoy your Friday evening. We'll see you next week.
Use that discount code FLASH 15%. I think that's the first 15% of the year because
It is.
I hate 15% off.
Yeah.
So much math that I got to do. So use it because, yeah. Consider it Black Friday, please.
I know a workaround on the math. I'll teach you.
Okay.
I like to cut corners, make it easy.
Sounds good.
Take care, guys.
See you guys.